friends, and welcome back to our channel once again. So, today we will be doing the analysis of the insider trading report that is publicly available on the NSE's website. Yeah, you guys heard me right. The insider trading information of the companies are available into the NSE. So, this is a report which gets updated on a daily basis, and in order to keep up with the market, we have to do this analysis on a daily basis. Okay, so before starting the analysis, I want to give you a quick disclaimer that I am doing all this analysis for educational purpose only. So before making any trade in the financial market, do consult with your financial planner. Okay, so let's go ahead and see from where you could download the insider trading report. Yeah, so as you can see right now, I am on the NSE's website homepage. So scroll down a little bit and locate the corporate announcement section right here. Scroll down a little bit more and you will locate the view all. Click on that. Okay. Now, once you reach to this point, scroll down and see the look for the insider trading and click on it. Okay. So once you have done that, now my aim is to make a watch list for my swing trading. Uh, for my swing trading by doing this analysis. So that's why I will be considering the insider trading report of 3 months. So as you can see, there are various time frames for which you could download the report, but I will be downloading it for 3 months. So click on the time frame, and once it gets loaded, click on this download button, and the report will be downloaded in an Excel format. Okay, so I have already downloaded it, so no need to wait, so I don't need to wait for this to get loaded. Sometimes it takes time. Yeah, it has loaded. So once it has loaded, you could simply click on this download button. Okay, now you could follow the steps, or I would provide you the link below, which will redirect you to this particular page only, and you could directly download the Excel sheet. Okay, let's not waste much more time and go to the Excel sheet. So this is the Excel sheet which we have downloaded. You can see the name of the Excel sheet, which states the date from where to where the insider trading information is available. It is from 24th of December to 24th of March. Okay, now let's not get too overwhelmed with the huge amount of data that this sheet is giving us. We don't need each and every number present in this Excel sheet. We would be filtering the data before even we start our analysis. So let me quickly apply the filters. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So, okay. So the first filter would be on the category of persons, that is the E column that has been highlighted on my screen right now. So I want the category of persons to be promoter or promoter group only. I do not want it to be director, uh, immediate relative, etc. etc. I only want it to be as promoter and promoter groups. So I would delete all the data or all the rows which have a entry otherwise. So let me just select all the rows. Okay, so now once we have done that, now the next filter would be on the mode of acquisition column, that is the S column. And I want the mode of acquisition to be as market purchase only. As you can see, there may be various mode of acquisitions like gift, ESOP, interstate transfer, but I want it as market purchase only because we will be dealing in the uh, direct market. We don't have the mostly the retail investors or the retail traders do not have access to the acquisition in these formats. So we will be focusing on the market purchase only since we will be directly buying the stocks from the market or the common market. I am not remembering the term we use for it right now. Okay. So let's just delete all the rows which have an entry except that. Okay, so once we have done that, we can remove the filters. We don't need them anymore right now. Now, once we are done with that, now for our further analysis, sorry, before starting the analysis, we need to delete some columns. We only need two columns to take our analysis further. That is the value of security column and the symbols column that have been highlighted right now. We do not need any other column that are present in the Excel sheet. So let's just delete all the columns except those two. Now, let me just widen the column right here. Okay, so as you might notice, there is a redundancy in the symbols column. As I have highlighted, high-tech gear appears several times in this column. But this would make our analysis a bit difficult. So what I want is I want a consolidated form of data or the consolidated form of this particular table so that I could easily analyze the stocks further. So let me just use the consolidate tool that is available on. Okay, why it's not coming? Let me just check. Yeah, consolidate data, and let's select the table. And I want the top row, left column. Press OK. Now, once we have done that, let's just widen the columns a little bit so it's clear. Now, uh, for shortlisting the stocks further, I want to apply a filter on value of security. I want the names of only those stocks for which the value of securities is greater than or equal to 1 crore. Now, this lower bound is set by me, or it is set according to our rules. And you could change this lower bound to 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, or even 1.5 crore, 2 crore in the upper range. But we would stick to our rules and we would consider the symbol names for which the value of securities is 1 crore or greater than 1 crore only. So let's just sort this from largest to smallest and delete all the rows which have a value less than 1 crore. Okay, why it did not get selected? Let me try it again. Yeah. Now, once we have done that, the purpose of this Excel sheet has been served. We would just like to copy these names and we would go back to our insider trading master sheet that we maintain. So we would paste the company names here. Now, please ignore the change in color fills for right now. I will explain it in a bit. Now, as I stated in the earlier part of the video, that we need to do this analysis on a daily basis. Now, as you have seen, that there are almost 90 to 100 stocks. So it's not possible for us to do the analysis of each and every stock on a daily basis, each of the 100 stocks on a daily basis. So I prefer to maintain a master sheet in which I would record the symbol names for which I have already done the analysis for, so that the next day when I come to do the analysis, I could skip those stocks and do the analysis of only those stocks for which I have not done the analysis. So I know those were too many words. So let me just tell you how I do it. So simply I just apply the conditional formatting in these two columns. You could call this A column as the master column if you might say it, and apply the conditional formatting and highlight the duplicate values. So all the stocks which you are seeing with filled light red are the stocks for which I have already done the analysis for, and all the stocks in this column which have not been highlighted are the stocks which I would do the analysis today. So let's just quickly copy these down and two more. I'll copy them and I will paste them in the master column. And once we have done that, we don't need this column anymore. Yeah. So now next day when I come, I would not do the analysis for these stocks. I would be doing the analysis of these stocks today itself. Okay, so I will explain you the format of color coding while we will be doing the analysis. Okay, so first of all, let's copy the symbol name. We would need that. Now we are back to the page in the Google from where we downloaded the insider trading report in the first place. Paste the company name here and click on this Alembic Pharmaceuticals Limited. Okay. Yeah, next click on the symbol of APLTD. Now once we are done with that, scroll down a little bit and look for corporate information. Click on that. Now, okay, yeah, corporate information. Now we need to check four data points. Three of them are primary data points, and the fourth one would be an optional data point. You might consider to leave that. Okay, so now the first data point would be on shareholding patterns. The shareholding of promoters and promoter groups, the latest shareholding should be greater than 50% or at least equal to 50% to pass this filter. As you can see, it is 69.78%. So Alembic Pharmaceuticals passes this criteria or passes this filter. Next filter would be on SaaS regulations. In SaaS regulation, we have to check that there should not be any selling by any institutional investor or any promoter group in the last 6 months. In other words, there should not be any selling after 24th of September 2020. That is exactly the 6 months period. So let's check. So we are clear that there are no selling reported in this particular stock after 24th of September 2020. So it passes the filter again. The third primary filter or the mandatory filter is on promoter encumbrance detail. We have to check the percentage of shares pledged. Okay, that we would acquire in the last column. So as you can see, it is 0%, and according to our rules, it should be 0% only. Even if it is 0.01% the pledging, then we would discard that particular stock. So again, this upper bound is according to our rules. We could bend it a little bit. You might consider it as 1%, the upper bound, or 2%, 5%, 7%, but I do not recommend that personally. But again, you could set that upper bound as any number which you seem fit best for your analysis. Okay, moving forward, these are the three mandatory filters. Moving forward to the optional filter, that is financial results. The latest earnings per share for the company should be a positive number. So as you can see, it is 14.11 rupees. So it is a positive number. Does not matter unaudited or audited. It should be the latest earnings per share that has been reported. It should be a positive number. So it is positive. So now since it passed all the four filters that we have applied, then we mark this stock as green and it will be going into my watch list. Now, this would be the best time to explain the color coding. If a particular stock passes all the four filters, including the optional filter earnings per share, I mark it as green. If it passes all the three mandatory filters but fails to pass the filter of positive number in the earnings per share, I mark it as yellow or orange, whichever color you might want to call it. And the last one is if it fails to pass any one of the mandatory filter, any one of, then I mark it as red. So these are the numbers. I would explain you in a bit what are these numbers in front of the green and yellow stocks. After we are done color coding today's stock, I would come into the numbers too. Okay, so the next stock is wheels. Let's go back. Uh, Again, we have to repeat the same process. So let's quickly do the analysis for wheels. We have to repeat the same process again. Go to corporate information, check the shareholding. So as you can see, the latest shareholding is greater than 50, passes the filter. Okay, there has the latest selling is on 1 July 2020. So according to our rules, there should not be any selling after 24th of September. So 1 July is before that, so it passes the filter again. Next is pledging. Pledging is not there, so it passed again. Now the optional filter is earnings per share. The latest for earnings per share is 4.99 rupees. That is a positive number. So it passed all the filters once again. Mark it as green. Moving forward, again repeat the same steps. Paste the company name here. Click on the symbol. Scroll down and look for the corporate information. Check the shareholding patterns. Okay, so as you can see, it is greater than 50%. Check the selling. Okay, so no selling has been reported after 24th of September 2020. So it passed the filter once again. Let's check the pledging. So no pledging is there. Again, I am assuming that the dash here means that it is representing 0%. I am not sure, but I would consider it as 0% only. If you guys are skeptical about it, then you could choose to watch this data point from any other third party resources, but I personally don't recommend that. Okay, so again, if you guys know that what this dash really means, then I would love to know that in the comment section below, and let your thoughts be present in the comment section below. Okay, so anyways, moving forward, let's check the optional criteria, that is earnings per share. So as you can see, the earnings per share is negative 0.07 rupees. Again, I know it is a very small negative number, but still, we would stick to our basic rules. We would mark this stock as yellow since it passed all the primary or the mandatory filters but failed to pass the earnings per share. Next is Russell Lind. Copy the stock down, paste it, click on the symbol, go to the corporate information, check for shareholding patterns. Okay, so the promoters have 74.91%, passes the filter. SaaS regulation. Okay, so there is a selling reported by BMG Investment Private Limited on 22 of March 2020. That is after 22 of September. So it fails to pass this filter. So I will no need to check for further filters. Once it has failed one of the mandatory filters, there is no need to check other filters. So we'll mark it as red. Now the second last stock for today is H gear. Copy it, paste it here, the High-Tech Gears Limited. Click on the symbol, look for corporate information, that's what we want. Let's check the pledging first. So as you can see, there is no pledging. Okay, again, the sequence does not matter. You can check the filters in any one of the sequence. So pledging is not there. That's a good sign. Let's see for no selling has been reported in the last 6 months. So it passed again. Now let's check the shareholding. So the shareholding is greater than 50%. So it passed all the mandatory filters. Now it's time to check the earnings per share. So as you can see, the latest earnings per share is a positive number, 8.11 rupees. So it passed all the filters once again. Market as green. Today we have got three green stocks. It's a nice number. We won't be getting these many green stocks on a daily basis. So, but still we have to keep doing the analysis on a daily basis to keep interact with the market. Click on the symbol, scroll down and go to the corporate information. Check the shareholding patterns. So as you can see, the shareholding is less than 50% itself. So no need to further check the filters. We would discard the stock here itself. So this was the last stock for today. Okay. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you that in one of my playlists, trading on insider information, I have made this insider trading master sheet from scratch. So if you guys want to know that how to make this master sheet or maintain this master sheet from scratch, I would highly recommend you to go and check out my playlist on trading on insider information. You could see that on the top right corner in the I button, and I will provide you in the link in the description box below. Okay, so let's move forward now. So as we have color coded the stocks for today, uh, now it's time to know what these prices represent. Now I told that these are the stocks which I will be taking into my watch list, the green stocks. Okay. Now it is not enough to know that which stocks pass the filter. We also have to calculate the price point at which we have to enter. So for that, what we do, we calculate the average price at which the promoters made an entry into these stocks, and our aim would be to make an entry into these stocks closer to these average price points. So let's look at how to calculate these prices. So copy the name down again, go here and paste the company name and click on this. Now click on the 3 months time frame here and now download the insider trading report of Alembic Pharmaceuticals Limited only. So let me just open it quickly. Yeah, so as you can see, this is the insider trading report dedicated for Alembic Pharmaceuticals Limited only. So now, before calculating the average price, we have to apply the same filters that we applied in the first Excel sheet. The sorry, the filters that we applied in this first Excel sheet, we have to apply those same filters in this particular Excel sheet too. So as there is the number of data points are small or the number of rows is too small, we would apply the filters manually. So as I can see in the category of persons, there are immediate relatives. I don't want these rows, so I will delete them. Next, I want the mode of acquisition to be market purchase only, so I can delete the market sales wala column. So there is only one stock left, sorry, one row left. Now, to calculate the average price, it's a simple maths. We will divide the total value of security by total number of security. That will give us an average price point at which the promoters made an entry. So it is 935.6 rupees. Okay, as you can see, it is 935.36 rupees. So now, let me tell you, there are three important columns present in this Excel sheet. That is the date of allotment and date of uh, uh, intimation to the company. Those are some of the important dates, and discussing the importance of those dates is beyond the scope of this video, but they are important. We have to check them before making a trade. So if you guys want to know what is the importance, then I would highly recommend you to go and check out the fourth part, the part 4 of my playlist, Trading on Insider Information. I would give you the link of that particular fourth part of the video separately in the description box below. So you could watch it. Now let's record this price 935.36. So, okay, so this is the average price point at which the promoters made an entry into this stock. Okay, next stock is Wheels. So we will calculate the average price point in the similar manner. So paste it here, Wheels India Limited. Click on the 3 months. You would download the data. Open the Excel sheet. Okay, so as you can see, there is only one row present. It is promoter, category of person is promoter, and the mode of acquisition is market purchase. Let me widen it so that you can see. So again, we just need to do the simple calculation. We would divide the total value of security by total number of security. So it is 446.5 rupees. Again, you need to check the date of allotment. That is a very crucial information that is available. So, sorry, 446.5. Okay, next on the list is Hexa Tradex. So copy the name down. I calculate the average price for only the yellow and the green stocks. I skip the red stocks. So Okay, Hexatrix. We would apply the same calculations, 3 months data, download the file, open it. Okay, so there are only three rows present. We could manually check it, or you could apply the filters too. We would get the same results. So, category of person is promoter group itself, and the mode of acquisition, we have to delete this last row, I guess. So, okay. Those two are market purchase only. Okay, so now we would now in the previous Excel sheets we only have one row to calculate. So we divided the value of security directly by total number of security. But now we have to calculate the total value of security by summing these two and the total number of security by summing these two. So let's apply the sum function quickly. And okay. And now these are the total value of security and total number of security, and let's divide the total value of security by total number of security. That's the formula. Okay, so control B and yeah, 68.37 rupees. So market 68.37 rupees. Now the last stock for which I will be calculating the average prices, high tech gear. So again, go down to this Chrome page, paste, select 3 months data, download it. Let's just close some of the Excel files. Okay, I can do that later. Uh, let's open it. Okay, so there are too many columns. Okay, again, but I can manually see that only the last column has promoter of, sorry, category of person as promoter, director. So I would delete this column. Sorry, delete this row. Let's check for the mode of acquisition. So mode of acquisition is market purchase only. So let me check the allotment date. Yeah, it is of 3 months only. Yeah, I was a little bit skeptical as there were too many rows. That's why I thought of checking it. Okay, so now let's check the total number of security first. So, and now total value of security. Let me make it bold. Okay, now let's calculate the average price by dividing the total value of security by total number of security. So, yeah, 185.38 rupees. Okay, so let me record it. 185.38 rupees. Okay, now, so these are the average price point at which the promoters made an entry into this stock. Now it is quite difficult to make a position in these stocks in this particular levels only. But what we can do is we can make this a little bit flexible by buying the stock in plus minus 5% range if it passes the analysis that we will be doing after this. Okay, so suppose the plus minus 5% rate should be, we could calculate that for like 935 rupees, how much it would be? Around 1000 rupees maybe. I have to calculate that. Or 900 rupees or 870 rupees. So we could buy that in that range. It is extremely difficult to buy at 935.36 rupees. Okay, so now, okay, so we have to do some more analysis before making a position into the stocks, and that would include checking the volume in the stocks. That is very important. The average daily volume should be, I don't know, maybe 500,000 or 1 million or 2 million, or that is completely upon you, that which number you are comfortable with. Okay, and then next we have to check the date of allotment, as I mentioned earlier also, that after the dates from where the promoters bought the stock, what happened in the stocks? Did the stock move too much, or was the stock flat all the time after the promoters made an entry? We have to check those things. and I have explained that in detail in the fourth part of my playlist, Trading on Insider Information, part 4. It's a great video I have made in which I have explained in detail that what does it mean if it had moved too much or it had gone down. So what should we do? I have explained in that. So discussing that again in this video is a waste of time. So I won't be discussing that. So you could check that before making an entry. Okay, so that would be all for today. So thank you for watching. And if you guys are liking that, I am doing the analysis from scratch and not just sharing the steps. So please do like the video. And if you guys have any suggestions regarding my analysis or regarding the video quality, audio quality, or anything at all, then please do let me know in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that and would try to rectify my mistakes. So thank you for watching and I hope to see you again tomorrow.